So we're here at 275S Jenner in AltaLink's substation, and we're here today because a pair of great horned owls, which is our provincial bird, have taken up a nesting site here in the substation. When the young fledge out of the nest, which should happen probably in the next week or so, they're on the ground for a little bit trying to learn how to fly. And as they learn to fly, they start hopping around on the equipment, and doing so puts them at risk of electrocution. And so we're here today to remove the young from the nest and take them to a wildlife rehabilitator who will foster those young either into another nest or hand raise them in captivity, and then release them into the wild in about September, when they would normally depart from their parents' care. So yeah, it was pretty uneventful. We just climbed up there and there was just one young in the nest. So we just scooped him up and put him in the carrier without incident. The parents were watching, but they didn't get very defensive, and we'll just take him now to the rehab center and get him raised in captivity, and hopefully there won't be any more owl nesting in the substation next year.
I'm Nikki Heck, and I'm an environmental advisor at AltaLink. We are here today because we were releasing a juvenile great horned owl that was rescued from the Jenner substation. All right, on three. 1, 2, 3. Because we're a transmission company, there are impacts to birds. And to identify and mitigate those impacts, we have, it's called an Avian Protection Plan, which is a fairly extensive management system to mitigate any of the impacts that we might have on birds. Part of our program is that we want to be good environmental stewards. So if there is a bird that's injured on our facilities, we want to see that bird rehabilitated, raised, and then released back into the wild where it belongs. And we made a decision that we should transfer that owlet to Colin and his staff at the Birds of Prey Center, where it could be raised.
We put this owl that was brought to us here by AltaLink into one of our rehabilitation aviaries, surrounded by other owls, so that way it basically gets socialized and integrated with its own species rather than getting too acclimatized to people. We're always very grateful for AltaLink's support and interest over the years. It's always a pleasure and privilege for us to invite you out to actually be a part of this and release the birds back to the wild, since your staff so generously brought them to us.
We're glad to be a part of it.